Sister skipped my graduation without any consequences and rubbed it in my face, but mom demands I be. She didn't show up. My sister, Claire, the one person I begged to be there, left me staring at an empty seat in the auditorium as I clutched my diploma, heart sinking. Her excuse a last-minute work thing she couldn't miss, except I later saw her Instagram stories, sipping cocktails at a rooftop bar, laughing like my milestone meant nothing. I'm Emily, 22, the youngest of three siblings in a family where Claire, 28, has always been the golden child. Growing up in our cozy Seattle suburb, I idolized her. She was the confident one, the one who could charm anyone, while I was the quiet overachiever, grinding through school to make my parents proud. Graduation from the University of Washington was my moment. 4 years of late nights, stress-induced breakdowns, and a 3.9 GPA. I didn't ask for much, just for my family to show up. Dad was there, clapping louder than anyone. Mom was there, teary-eyed and proud. But Claire, she couldn't be bothered. The day started with promise. I woke up buzzing with nerves, my cap and gown pressed and ready. I texted Claire a reminder. Graduation's at 2 p.m. You're coming. Right. Her reply was a vague, wouldn't miss it. I believed her. I always did. When I walked across the stage, I scanned the crowd, hoping to see her waving. Nothing. Just an empty chair in the family section. My stomach twisted, but I forced a smile for the photos. Maybe she was stuck in traffic, I told myself. Maybe her phone died. That night, at the family dinner, I checked my phone. There it was, Claire's Instagram story, time-stamped 2:15 p.m. She was clinking glasses with friends, captioned, "Living my best life." My face burned. She hadn't even tried to lie convincingly. When I showed Mom, she sighed and said, "Oh, Emily, don't overreact. Claire's busy with her career. You know how important her job is." Dad just shrugged, avoiding my eyes. I wanted to scream. My sister didn't just skip my graduation, she flaunted it, and no one seemed to care. The next day at 1, Claire called. No apology, just a breezy. "So, how was your big day? Bet you looked cute in that cap." I was stunned. "You didn't come. Claire, I waited for you." Her laugh cut through the phone like a knife. "Oh, it's just a ceremony. You're so dramatic. Besides, I had a work happy hour. Networking. You know, real-world stuff." I hung up, shaking. She didn't just dismiss my feelings. She rubbed salt in the wound, acting like my achievement was some trivial school play. I tried to let it go. I really did. But the hurt festered. Claire's absence wasn't new. She'd always been selfish. But this felt different. It was deliberate. Over the next week, she kept posting about her amazing life, new promotions, fancy dinners, weekend getaways, while I swallowed my resentment. Mom noticed my mood and pulled me aside. "Emily, you need to forgive Claire. She's your sister, and family sticks together. Don't hold a grudge." I stared at her, incredulous. She didn't even apologize. "Mom, why am I the one who has to let it go?" Mom's face hardened. "Because you're better than that. Be the bigger person." Being the bigger person felt like swallowing glass. I wanted Claire to feel the weight of what she'd done, to understand how small she'd made me feel. But Mom's words echoed our family's unspoken rule: Claire could do no wrong. When Claire forgot my 16th birthday, Mom excused it because she was stressed with college. When she borrowed my car and returned it with a dent, Dad said, "Accidents happen. Now, this." I was tired of being the one who had to bend. A month later, Claire invited us to her company's annual gala, a black tie event where she was being honored as Employee of the Year. Mom and Dad were thrilled, gushing about her success. I didn't want to go, but Mom insisted. "It's important to support your sister," she said, her tone leaving no room for argument. I gritted my teeth and agreed, but I wasn't going to play nice anymore. The gala was at a swanky downtown hotel, all chandeliers and champagne flutes. Claire was in her element, schmoozing with executives, her laughter ringing out. I wore a simple black dress, feeling out of place among the glitterati. During her acceptance speech, Claire thanked Mom and Dad, her voice dripping with charm. Then, she looked at me, smiling, and my little sister, Emily, who just graduated, congrats, kiddo. The crowd clapped politely, but her tone felt patronizing, like she was checking a box. I forced a smile, my hands trembling under the table. After the speech, I cornered her near the dessert table. Why didn't you come to my graduation? Claire! And don't lie about work. Her smile faltered, but only for a second. God, Emily, are you still on that? It was one day. Get over it. My voice rose, drawing stares. You posted about partying while I was walking across the stage. You didn't even care enough to fake it. Claire rolled her eyes. You're so sensitive. Not everything's about you. That was it. The dam broke. You've always been selfish, Claire, but this was my moment, and you couldn't even give me that. You're not perfect. No matter what Mom thinks. The room seemed to quiet, eyes on us. Claire's face reddened. You're embarrassing yourself. Emily, grow up. She turned to walk away, but I grabbed her arm. No, you don't get to dismiss me anymore. Mom rushed over, her face pale. Emily, stop it. This is Claire's night, I turned to her, my voice shaking but steady. Why is it always about her? Mom, why do I have to be the bigger person when she's the one who hurts me? Mom opened her mouth, but no words came. For the first time, she looked at Claire, really looked at her, and I saw doubt flicker in her eyes. Claire stormed off, but the damage was done. Guest whispered, and her perfect image cracked. Later, I overheard her boss talking to her, his tone sharp. We value professionalism. Claire, family drama doesn't look good. She nodded, her face tight, but I could tell it stung. For once, her actions had consequences. The ride home was silent. Mom stared out the window. Dad focused on the road. When we got home, Mom pulled me aside. I didn't realize how much this hurt you. Emily, I'm sorry. I've been too hard on you. It wasn't everything I wanted, but it was a start. Claire didn't speak to me for weeks, but I heard from Dad that her boss had passed her over for a big project. Her charm couldn't erase the scene at the gala. Months later, Claire called. Her voice was quieter, less smug. I messed up. I should have been there. I didn't think it was a big deal. It wasn't a perfect apology, but it was something. I didn't forgive her right away. I'm not sure I fully have, but I agreed to meet for coffee. We're still figuring it out, one awkward conversation at a time. Looking back, I realized standing up for myself wasn't just about Claire. It was about demanding respect from her, from Mom, from myself. I spent years shrinking to keep the peace, but that night at the gala, I learned that sometimes making a scene is the only way to be seen. Claire's actions had consequences, not because of some cosmic justice, but because I refused to let her skate by. Family isn't about excusing hurt. It's about holding each other accountable and growing from it. What do you think? Did Emily overreact? Or was she right to call Claire out? Share your thoughts on where the line is between forgiveness and standing your ground. And